Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. We're at the Oregon Sand Dunes.
Today we find ourselves in Reedsport on the Pacific coast of Oregon, surrounded by an enormous playground of sand dunes. Usually, when we think about coastal campgrounds, we picture beaches and ocean sunsets right outside our door. But this campground is separated from the Pacific Ocean by more than 2 miles of towering sand dunes. We want to see the beach, so we'll need to reckon with that at some point. But first, Julie's going to tell you about the whiskey we brought along to sip and to share, just as soon as she's done dusting off the solar panels.
So here's what we brought with us on our weekend at the coast. We've got a few bottle kills in here and our cute little flasks that we like to travel with. So this one is the Cal 15. You know how much I love this one. It was like tobacco-y and leather, dark cherry flavors. It's so delicious. Now that we're at the end of the bottle, it's actually turning a little bit and it's a very oaky. And so we're just trying to get through this one to get another bottle of the delicious Cal 15. So bottle kill time. In another one of our sample bottles, it's Nika from the barrel. Holy cow, this one fast. We had it for what felt like forever, and then I got just a baby taste of it, and I couldn't stop drinking it. So this is all that's left, and I will have it again if I ever see it. The next little sample that we have is the Stranahan's Single Barrel. Phil's been sharing this with everybody because he loves it so much. This is all that we have left. 112 proof. When we hit the road again, we're definitely going to have to find another one of these. Next in the van is the New Riff Rye. It's the Bottled and Bond. It was bottled in 2019. We've had this one for years. It's really hitting our palate this season. Last but not least, you know this one is always in the van. It's the OGD Bonded. We love it. Everybody loves it. You might not love it. I don't care. It's delicious and it's always with us.
Now, about that hike in the dunes. We expected a tiresome slog up and down in shifting sand where every 2 steps forward resulted in 1 frustrating step back. But we were met with walkable and even runnable sand, tree tunnels, and ever-changing terrain all the way to the beach. And when you turn a group of trail runners loose on a playground like this, they're going to do trail runner things. Well, a while back we were on a live stream with Jason from the Mash and Drum, and somebody was talking about JT Meleck, a rice wine from Louisiana of all places. We'd never heard of it before, but a fellow by the name of Bob Glass reached out and asked us, would we like a sample? That's a heck yeah, we wanted to try this stuff. So thank you so much to Bob, and what have we got here?
We've got the JT Meleck Single Barrel, Cask Strength 123.6 proof.
Well, that is definitely going to be the highest proof rice whiskey I've ever tried in my life.
Well, let's check out the nose. Ooh, I kind of like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that this was anything other than whiskey.
Yeah, it's very light, very fruity, but there's an undertone of vanilla and oak.
There's a little cereal grain there, but I wouldn't identify it as anything other than typical whiskey grains.
Right. Oh, I'm intrigued.
Let's have a sip.
Cheers. The nose is very pleasant. Oh, delicious. Wow. So brown sugary, so maple syrupy.
Yeah.
It is like sweet A little bit of oak in there.
It's zesty, it's tangy.
It is zesty and tangy. It tastes like a vanilla bean.
At first blush, I thought, yeah, 123 proof, that makes sense, but it's really settled down quite quickly on the tongue. There is a little bit of a tingle there.
There's a little pink color, but like pink bubblegum note to it. That adds...
I love when you just start calling out colors for your whiskey flavors.
But it is like a little bit sweet.
I'm just going to have another
sip.
sip.
Yeah. It's not 5 sips, so I was thinking that maybe it was, but it's not,
There's tobacco notes here.
Yeah.
That grain note is sticking around, and that's the unusual thing. It is you can tell that it's a grainy sort of note, but it doesn't strike you as youthful or uninteresting or not good flavor in any way. It still hits like a normal whiskey would. I think this is quite good. I'm enjoying this.
I like this very much.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this. I feel like this hits my palate perfectly. It is just the right amount of sweetness, the right amount of oakiness. Oh, it's really delicious. It's nice and warm without being overpowering. There's nothing bitter about this sip. I get that graininess that you're talking, that more cereal grain, but I like it. I think it makes it an interesting sip.
I really do like this, though. It's interesting. I thought it was going to be really novel, like totally different, like a rice whiskey. Expect that you're going to get something you've never tried before. I didn't really get that. I know it's unusual. It is unique, but it's not shockingly different. And I think that's my takeaway so far on this one is don't be afraid of rice whiskey, at least from JT Meleck.
Yeah, and a little wine presence is there as well. I mean, I don't know if there is, but for me, there's just that sweetness, a little bit of that tannin comes through here.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Don't be afraid of this. Delicious. I think this is delicious.
Yeah, I actually like this quite a lot. I'm impressed by it. I just took another sip, and it's warming up. I didn't need the sweatshirt. It was a little cool when we started this tasting. I'm warming up quite nicely now, but I like it. I think it's very good. JT Meleck, what do you know? Louisiana whiskey. I think that's a first for us here at the Bourbon Fan.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, as much as we love Louisiana, this is just one more reason for us to love Louisiana and another reason for us to get down there. Can't wait to visit again. Well, that's going to do it for us here at the Oregon Dunes. Thank you so much for joining us for the ride and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.